Long day lay low.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? I got a Celsius. This is the triple berry one. I like that they have one. It's marshmallow and orange. Tastes like orange cream soda. It's delicious. But determined. We are determined. We're determined to get amazing comics out there to you. Indie comics, fantastic stuff, funded in your hands, so you can look at some high quality art and stories. We have a great one today. Angela will be here. She's running late. I was running late, so it happens. Life happens. Things get on, a little frazzled. But in the meantime, we have an amazing human, my friend, your friend. We got Oliver. What's going on, man?
What's up, man? Dude, I just love how you opened up that can of, what was it? Cream soda?
Celsius.
Yeah,
it's
dude,
like
shit.
an energy drink. Yeah.
I wish I could have just extend my hand into the screen and get one for myself.
Oh, dude, they're actually quite delicious. Actually, if you're into the low sugar stuff and everything like that, they're not bad. And
Awesome.
there's caffeine in it, obviously, and then you got your it's like a Red Bull, but not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
My brother hooked me into, I don't know what they're called, but it has probiotics and fiber, and it's
nice.
It's a carbonated drink. Yeah, that shit. Be careful, man. If you drink one, it'll say you lose.
It'll say it'll be free flowing for sure. Yeah,
exactly.
Pipes will be clean, my friend. Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, fiber's important, man. A lot. I like to exercise. Like I don't follow as strict of a routine as what I probably would like to, or most people do. But I believe in like a healthy body, healthy mind, stuff like that. So, and obviously I love M&Ms, dude. They're delicious. You know what I mean? So I'm a strong proponent of moderation. So, but that's why I do like the low carbonate or low sugar stuff. And
I need to get back into it too because I my routine would be like 5,000 steps every day and no carbs, no bread and shit like that. But yeah, man, there's some times that damn you're gonna treat yourself, no? And
you gotta treat yourself, man.
And then damn, I gotta get back to it. Yeah.
Speaking of treating ourselves, we have a treat.
Hey, Angela, how's it going?
Hello, good afternoon.
There you are. Okay, making sure we can. Are you prepared, Angela? Are you ready for this?
Do I sound okay?
You sound fine.
Yeah. All right, awesome. Hello, Oliver.
Hello, Angela.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Yeah, I mean, y'all are in the chat usually. Oliver, you're usually in the chats.
Yeah,
I try to jump in the 656 ones. So
I usually heckle him about the fact that I feel like he should be in a Quentin Tarantino movie.
He does look like he should be in a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
I just have bad lighting, guys. So
it's okay.
I just have bad lighting.
Yeah. I like.
Well, it's
black and white. Fixes it.
It's the whole look, man. You got the shades. You look burly, like you're ready to, just go ahead and just pounce people.
Just fucking twist heads off and shit.
That's right, man.
Yeah.
But as we get older, also health is important. Fiber, stuff like that.
Of course. And when you're almost like knocking around the big 5-0, you gotta watch yourself, dude.
You gotta be careful. You gotta ease into things and not lift boxes that are too heavy and tear your rotator cuff.
No shit, yeah.
Speaking of tearing your rotator cuff, Angela, we have a chat. Neither one has to deal with one another, but it's my segue. Are you ready to highlight them and say hello?
Yeah, Amanda be here. Just kind of, she's calling out. The colorists just like to live in a black and white world, which
black and white's a color, so
it is.
It is.
There you go.
That is true.
And I look good in black and white.
You do look. You look very handsome, my friend.
We got Jolly Green. And
what's up, Jolly?
Citizen Ronan. What's up? We got Henry Bemis dropping the links. Thank you, Henry. So much.
Thank you, Henry.
And we got Katie in here. Hello, Katie.
Hey, Katie.
And AKA Ice Queen. Go on.
No, who else do we have?
Before we start, I want to say, Henry, dude, that's one of my favorite episodes of Twilight Zone, by the way. It's right. I know the name, but I never put it to the face. So yeah.
That's one of my favorite ones too.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what his icon is?
Yeah. It's the one where he's an avid reader and he's kind of like doesn't like people, and then like he ends up getting stuck in this This is years ago when I saw it, but it gets stuck in like
And,
this
and the bank vault, yeah, he goes
Um,
to a bank vault to read,
bank vault, right?
and then there's an atomic bomb that goes off, and he's the
You film
last
the rest?
person alive.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, and he just reads, dude. He reads. I won't spoil the twist, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty
But anyway, yeah.
fucked up.
Nice.
Well,
I'll
it's
probably
really
never watch it, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'll catch it one day. I'm not.
I
Gonna.
mean, it's on what, HBO Max, I think, or Amazon.
Yeah.
Like,
I like the
Yeah.
Twilight Zone. Okay. I never got it. Like the one in the like. There's something on the wing. I've seen that one and the original one for it. You know what I mean? So I've seen some episodes. Like I've never seen the Twilight Zone, but
yeah, I mean, I haven't seen everything, but I've catched a few, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good show. It's a good show.
nice,
Yeah, it's
nice.
definitely fun. So maybe we'll spoil at the end after the show because I don't know if anyone here hasn't seen it. But this stuff is here. He and his lovely wife have a cookbook out
Yeah. What's up? Good stuff?
as well. So
Yeah,
we'll
check
do
that as
This
well. And
one-
subscribe to the good
What
stuff.
kind of
Yeah.
food are they featuring? What's the?
I think it's a lot of like grilled foods, maybe. On
Oh,
the
okay.
stove. I don't know. You'd have to
All
go
kinds
check it
of-
out.
From what I understand from Mrs. Good Stuff, there are recipes from Good Stuff's mom that she
Oh,
kind
okay,
of
that's cool.
that were kind of
Well-
brought down, and they're sharing them with everybody.
I think also stuff like Feline would sometimes, do their uncorked and like if they would show stuff that Feline would cook. I think those might be in there too. I'm not 100% sure exactly everything that's in
Yeah.
it, but the good stuff they make good stuff like
Yeah.
as far as food
Good.
goes and videos and stuff like that. So yeah, go
Yeah.
subscribe and check out their thing.
Awesome.
I mean,
Yeah, what's up, Jim Cox? Good to
Jim.
see you, my friend. What's
So,
going on?
yeah.
Yeah, if you're in the chat, you're watching on the Facebooks or the Twitters. Oh, we're not on Twitter because they want me to pay for it. I'm not doing that. If you're watching Twitch, whatever. There's a link pinned to the top of the chat for the Border Mayhem, so you can go ahead and click that, and just if you don't want to listen to anything we have to say, and check out the book, or links are pinned in the description below as well for all of social medias and stuff like that. But Albert, we were talking backstage about comics. Love comics. We're talking about Capullo, man. We're talking about some great stuff because I went to the shop earlier and we were discussing that. When was it? What was that? What got you into comics? Did you go to a comic shop? Is that what happened, or did you was it like a local convenience store you picked up? Something
It's interesting with me because I was a big Turtles fan, and I would go to before school. We would go to 7-Eleven just to buy coffee or something for my dad or whatever.
Mhm.
And I would look at the spinner rack and I would see the TMNT Adventures, the Archie books, and I would just okay, Turtles, man, get it for me, Dad. But I didn't know there were comic books. It was just I thought there was just cool little book
Adventures.
drawings. Yeah, with pictures. Yeah. And not until that was during first grade or during that time. Not until I changed schools, got into third grade, I met actual comic book fans. A friend of mine, he was an artist also. He liked to draw, and I would look at his sketchbook and I would see some Batman looking guy with 3 claws coming out of his hands and shit, and Spider-Man and all that. I was like, dude, what is this? Who are these characters, man? What is this? And he would show me his stack of books. He would bring them to school every day. He would have a few copies and shit. And I was like, dude, what the hell is this, man? It's badass. And that's how I got into comics, man. And I knew how to draw from then. So I was like, oh man, maybe I could draw a comic on my own or do my own stuff or
nice.
stuff like that. And
I've always found it interesting, how people, because everyone gets introduced to. It's an odd medium to be interested in. It really is. It's younger, or earlier days, in the days of yore, whenever we were kids, a little easier to get into, mainly because of no social media and video games weren't Atari. That was really it when we were little. And obviously NES, Nintendo came in to the scene.
And speaking of video games, that's how I got into drawing. Actually, I would draw Zelda. Not Zelda, right?
Nice. Link,
and Mario Brothers and all, and the Turtles game also. I would lay out my sheet and draw the stage, and have the little characters. No, like
So you draw the whole background too.
yeah,
not just-
draw the background.
nice.
Even though I hate drawing backgrounds, right?
I hate
was
drawing
like
backgrounds.
but yeah,
Which-
dude, the Ghostbusters, also the cartoon. I was
Cartoon?
I was into that shit, and yeah, man. But that's how I learned how to draw. But comics is what I like thought of. Like, damn, I could do comic books.
Comics is the gateway drug.
Yeah.
almost. Like whenever you were little, you know what I mean? Like, well, whenever you were little, we're talking our age now.
Yeah.
Little, and we're not talking if you're like 20-year-old and you're watching this now, you're like, what are they talking about? It's like, well, we didn't have all these, high tech things. We grew into them
Yeah.
later on, but like video games now is the gateway. Comics were the gateway for
Yeah.
us, like back in the day. So that's kind of, and technology grew as we grew. So it that's why it kind of evolved in that regard. And to me, it's always interesting and fascinating because, like I was saying earlier, it's an odd thing to be into. And it was a little easier when we were younger, but even still, it was odd. We were the freaks because most people were into sports or playing baseball or, you know what I mean, or whatever it may be.
It's
Like, it's just weird, yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. Well, I was attending school, and I was a kid that knew how to draw, right? And everybody would, hey, get this guy, get Oliver to draw.
Yep.
Even teachers, man, would like burst into the classroom and, hey, Oliver, get over here. I need to draw this shit. I want you to draw this. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It got me out of class, so yeah, hell yeah, I'll draw this shit for you.
yeah, and whenever the school projects were involved, that we need you
Yeah.
to make a graph. Everyone, look at Oliver if you want. It's like,
Exactly, dude.
just because I can draw doesn't mean I like to draw graphs. It's like,
Just so quick, I know we're going to talk about the book later, but Jim just wanted you to know he's backer 21.
Oh,
oh
hell yeah,
hell,
thank you.
Jim.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Jim. Yeah.
I backed last night because I don't like backing
Oh, wow.
during the stream, obviously. So I backed
Awesome.
last night.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, and we will get to. Well, obviously we're gonna get into.
I mean,
the
we'll
book.
talk about the campaign a bit. I like this. Chat.
Well, the way I see it, and the way I do these, like, there's there's fewer and fewer, yes, but at the same time, the promotional gig, the stream, like going around hitting the channels and stuff. There's a lot of them out there, and it's all like, hey, this is the book, this is the book, this is the book.
Of course.
And I like knowing about the book and how things became about with it. But it's nice to get to know who how you got into making a book, because, like I was saying, not a thing. Like, I'm sorry, if you want to make money, especially now anyway, if you want to make money and pay your bills and do yourself, comics is not the way to go.
No. That's what I tell kids or anybody that tells me if people do comics. I mean, no. I mean, if you want money, go get a trade profession.
Get
or
a
whatever.
trade. Mhm.
Or go be a lawyer, go be a doctor or an architect, whatever. But if you're crazy like me, do comic books.
Dude, it's you have to love. It's like being a musician.
Yeah.
It's like or even a traditional painter. You have to really love it. You just have to.
Passionate, disciplined.
Passionate, dude.
You gotta
Well,
love it. You gotta love
Like
it.
you were saying earlier, like backstage, like it's cool. We only really go a certain length because you have family matters to attend to and stuff like that. But right now we're ignoring family. We're you know what I mean. You're doing the grind. You're trying to promote your book. That's a step right there. Not only you have to write it, color it, letter it, maybe. There's all these steps. So it's either isolation and doing all these things, or maybe you're hanging out in like a green room with 656, like in Discord, like everybody's almost silent while you're working, and every now and then you'd be like, I really liked the new Deadpool movie. Yeah, it was cool, and then you just go back to work. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a little mini studio almost. And I think there's something that kind of separates, like, I'm just saying artist in a general consensus of the term from quote unquote normies. I'm not trying to insult anybody by saying normies. I'm just saying like there's passionate people who love sports, football. I get it, but we're different animals in a way. Like, it's hard to understand what we do because we literally immerse ourselves in it. Like it's our blood. It's almost like a drug.
And it's funny that you have to like announce family, or friends that you're very talkative to online, and you're gonna say, you know what, the next couple of weeks I'm gonna ghost you because I'm gonna be drawing. I wanna be glued to the table. I might come in and just say hi or good night or good morning, and I'm don't think I'm ghosting you or ignoring you. I'm busy.
Yeah,
doing comments.
Listen, that's the other thing. I do feel bad because I know there are people like they understand, but they still take it personal. It's like,
Yeah.
look, it has nothing to do with you. Understand? Now, mind you, I'm not like 14 years old and this is fresh. Like I've been doing this for 30 plus years. It's who I am.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like I can't tell you anything else. It's like it's
And
breathing to me.
and it's good therapy, dude.
Mm.
It's relaxing also, man. You just focus drawing, writing, and you're like, oh shit, yeah, this is
Dude,
peaceful. I'm in my world in the zone.
Say, I
it,
think you bummed out Citizen Ronan. I think he kind of wants to be a hermit and not. I think what you're talking about in regards to the importance of family, he's kind of like, nope, I just want to draw and just be in a closet. I don't know. He's just
no,
like, why, Jason? Why you got a shot on my dream? And now he's bummed. So
no, don't be
anyway,
bummed. No, but see, that's the thing. Okay, let's say I know he's having a good jab and ribbon, having fun,
well,
but
yeah,
that's the other thing.
great
If you're
art.
bummed out, and you're a writer, an illustrator, a guitar player, pick up that utensil and
Yeah,
you
exactly.
just put it into that meat. Like you said, it's a great release. Like it
Mhm.
really is. No matter what state of mind you're in, even if you're depressed or whatever, even if you don't feel like doing it,
Even if you're angry, man.
angry, dude, anger. I
Angry,
guess
angry is.
I'm always angry, so I always get great
Me
constantly
too, man.
angry.
Me too.
I don't know what it is, dude. I'm just always. I don't know if it's our age or what, but always angry.
I would have
But
fucking drawn up this page and then show everybody. And,
well, like, is that what like? I don't know if it kind of like is that what got you into like horror and like cryptids and stuff like that? Just like because there is that like rage leads to violence, which kind of leads to like a horror aspect.
it's
of
it's
things.
more. I guess for me, dude, it's more about like catharsis, release also. Because
Mhm.
living in Juarez, dude, it's very dangerous. It's very
Oh yeah,
bloody. It's violent, and you gotta like. I'm not saying that I'm a violent person or anything, but you gotta sh- show that or like set it free or something, and have it like, hey man, this is going on here, no, in the city. So let's put it here, and hopefully people just get
it,
out of something positive out of it, no, or something like that. I don't know.
escape or die.
Yeah, exactly, exactly, man.
A
Yeah,
call back to one of their older
it's
books. Yeah.
and also we would do workshops. We did like a bunch of comic book workshops
Nice.
during those violent times, and it helped a lot of kids. I'm not saying that comics saved their lives or anything, right? But it helped them, and it got them through to some during some tough situations,
Yeah,
because these people were affected by the violence and all that, and so they had their release, no, in the paper and the pen, and tell the story,
it's
draw
yeah.
their images and whatever, and
Yeah,
it,
and like
it
you were saying, it's an outlet. Like, because
yeah.
I am, dude. I'm eternally grateful that I can do this, or that I have the
Mhm.
passion for it, and or the determination for it. Because I don't know what else I'd be doing if I couldn't do this. Maybe I would be into some kind of negative aspect of life that's just
Yeah.
unhealthy or degrading or destructive to my body or my mind. So
Mhm.
this is even if it's a destructive image that I put out there,
Yeah,
it's still a positive
because you're
release.
not doing it in real life, I guess, huh?
And exactly, and not
Yeah,
like I ever would do. Like, let's say I draw a violent image, I
yeah,
never would do that thing in real life. That I mean, as far as I know, anyway.
dude,
But I never would. So
and video games, man. Every time they're playing GTA or Red Dead Redemption, they usually go with the like the villain. No, they kill everybody and all that.
oh
And
yeah,
dude,
dude,
I have a hard time playing it like
people love Darth Vader. Like
yeah,
he commits mass genocide.
exactly. How
Okay.
can you fucking identify with that guy, dude? Come on,
Right. But that's the thing. How can you, if you
man.
look at his story arc also, there's a
Yeah.
redemption at the end. Like he saves his son.
Um,
But spoiler alert, everybody. Oh,
Oh
calm
shit,
down.
no,
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ruin Star Wars.
wait, what?
I know, Angela. It's all. Oh no. The
You
original trilogy is just ruined for you. Um, but that's what makes these stories so great and so relatable. Like
yeah,
even if it is somebody as horrific as Darth Vader, there is a redemption there that you like. Wow, I can connect with this villainous, totally evil human being in this split second of his life. I connect with this, and it's
yeah,
something that brings you to. That's what these stories are so great. Like this, like movies are fantastic, comics are fun. These comics have been around for a long time. Like what? I think Yellow Kid was the first one in like the early 1800, like 1890 or something like that.
Yeah.
So comics have been around for a very long time, and it's another form. It was early days. It's pre-movies, you know. So they're essentially movies in storyboard format that have yet to be tapped, and like that's what makes movies like Sin City or something like that so good. It's the storytelling verbatim from the comic. Like these are just future. Like you could put the Cryptonals. You could make stories out of that easily. The storyboards are there. You could just easily get tapped for whatever animation, an animated movie, whatever it may be.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Awesome One is here. Hello, Awesome One.
what's up, Awesome One? Yeah, everybody, like and subscribe. Share out the link to the book, by the way. Border Mayhem. We're going to get to it. We're talking with Oliver from 656. 656 is great. I mean, I've had you guys on before for Comics Way.
Yeah.
Way.
With the other guys, yeah.
Oh, dude, that was chaos. That was pre-Angela. So, you know,
Pre-Angela.
oh, dude, I was like, I don't know. And not only that, there's like 8 of you on the screen. I couldn't keep track of what was going on.
Big Beefer, by chance?
What's that?
Any mention of the Big Beefer?
The Big Beefer?
Yeah, because it's
The
Mexican
Bell Beefer?
food.
Oh, the Bell Beefer, you mean?
Oh, the Bell Beefer. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think they have the Bell Beefer from Taco Bell anymore.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, no, thank you.
No, thank you. No,
Didn't you guys like hear that Taco Bell's like banned from like opening up a restaurant here in Mexico? They're like,
for how long?
yeah, you can't do that here.
Well, that's
Yeah, they're prohibited. They're prohibited.
They're
I
prohibited.
wonder,
Yeah.
can you imagine that would just break Mexico if Taco Bell opened up down there.
I mean, there's a taco stand every corner, man. Especially
Yeah,
in
exactly. You don't
Mexico
need
City. Yeah, so you won't.
Yeah.
The Tex-Mex cuisine doesn't stand a chance with like authentic. Yeah.
Well, my ex-wife is is Mexican from Mexico City and stuff like
Okay.
that. So I would have like she would make dinner every
Oh,
now and then.
awesome.
So I've had authentic.
So no
homemade-
cheddar cheese or sour cream.
well, one of the things she would make homemade mole.
oh damn!
Oh, dude, so good, man.
There's
So
a lot of different type of moles. But if you knew about that, it's
yeah, she would make one from her grandma's recipe. So I don't know
But
exactly
they're
what went in.
different. There
Oh
are
yeah,
different types, and yeah, man, it's
yeah. But so food is amazing, dude. Mexican food is some of my favorite. It's just so good. That and
Like,
Italian.
especially homemade Mexican food, absolutely.
Oh, without a doubt. Like, dude, that she's the one. She's like going to restaurants, authentic restaurants. Like that's how I learned to put pineapple in now. Whenever I make like chicken fajitas or something like that, dude, I put pineapple in it now. I'm like, oh, it's so good.
the only pineapple, and the only taco that has pineapple, I think it's from El Pastor. It's the one at the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
They cut and they slice the pineapple from the top. Yeah, it's the only.
It's so good, dude.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah.
It's so good. But yeah, no, I didn't know that. And no, we're not going to talk about the Bell Beefer.
What's the Bell Beefer? What is that? Is that
Okay, it's from Taco Bell, dude. And whenever I was a kid, like kid, like we're talking like 6, 7, you know, stuff like that. So way back in the day, they would have it's pretty much a burger. So it's like the bun, and then you have the taco whatever concoction meat that they would have. So it's the meat with cheese, and that would be it. Like there's nothing else. So it's kind of like, I don't know if you ever heard of Manwich or Sloppy Joe's. It's kind of like a Sloppy Joe. It was around for only so long, but they were really cheap. And my mom she had like 4 kids, so obviously, you know, hey, cheap, you know, feed the kids. So it was easy. It was around for a short time, and now they don't have it anymore. But Shelby makes fun of me for it because he claims it never existed.
I actually looked it up because I thought I've never heard of it, but yeah.
Yeah,
Unless
it was a real thing.
I mean, Shelby lives in Arizona, so
Shelby's in Arizona. Well, the thing is, I think it was a coastal thing, so I think it was really only on like the East Coast and Midwest and stuff like that. I don't think it ever made its way out west. But hey, the way I see it, if Shelby claims the Bell Beefer never existed, then he doesn't know Newt. He does not know who Newt is from Aliens. Never met her. So there you go. Check and mate, Shelby.
I was going to say, this Bell Beefer talk brought 2 new people to the listening to the stream. So.
Oh yeah, who's that?
I don't know. I'm just noticing we gained 2 viewers.
Oh,
the Taco Bell enthusiast. No,
Taco Bell, the authentic Mexican food.
Oh,
Bell Beefer.
Nobody
was
knows
like
Mexican like Americans.
I thought it was like a bell pepper stuffed with ground beef.
Oh,
Those
dude,
are
no,
great,
that those are good. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are good. Yeah,
Come on.
I make those sometimes. I like making stuffed peppers with chicken, Alfredo sauce, and cheese on top, dude. Oh, so and peppers, obviously. You know,
Has your wife made ever made chile rellenos? Like
Oh my
she might have. She might have.
yeah, it's like a
Yes.
what is it? Green chile with cheese in
Mhm.
it inside
Yep.
and battered. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah.
I had
But yeah, those are
homemade.
good.
I had homemade. One of my friends had a friend from Mexico who came for New Year's, and he made us dinner, and he made those. Changed
Oh,
my
wow.
life. Like I'm serious. I've never like now I have them. I'm like nope, not the same. So good.
Yeah,
It was amazing. I was like I can't believe we're having this homemade. It was awesome.
Yeah, this was well, and this was 15 years ago that I was married. So I it's hard for me to remember everything, you know, the stuff that she did make, but I'm pretty sure she made something similar in that regard.
Yeah.
But I remember she did make a stuffed pepper type thing. You know what I mean? So it might have been that. Really
Ask
good,
her
though.
next time.
Oh,
Hey.
dude, we don't talk.
I do.
Oh, okay.
No.
We don't talk.
It's
It-
that type
No,
of
I mean,
situation.
I have no. It's like I said, it's been 15 years. It's
Mm.
no ill will on my regard. I don't know about
Oh,
hers.
okay.
I don't talk to her. I'm still like the dude she's with now. He likes my posts on Facebook. I see him. I don't care.
Oh,
You
Ask
know,
him.
okay. I didn't know
Ask
it was
him.
that type of situation. Jason.
No, it's like I said, dude. It's a long, dude. It's a long time ago. It's no skin off my teeth now. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
okay.
So
You guys
yeah.
remember the crispas, the cinnamon crispas? I don't know. You might not know this, Oliver, but the cinnamon crisps from Taco Bell. I used to get those. Those were
Oh yeah,
great.
yeah. Well,
Cinnamon tortilla chips. What?
Yeah, they were like tortilla chips with cinnamon and sugar on them, fried.
Oh, it's a buñuelo. It's a buñuelo. Yeah.
Yeah, but she's talking about the twist. So they were like, they were just deep fried batter, pretty much,
Yeah.
in a twist
Kind of like
twist
a
shape,
burrito with cinnamon.
kind of like a chorizo. Yeah, kind of like a chorizo.
Oh, he's here.
You shall be.
You don't know no Newt, dude.
So Taco Bell's taking like our classic dishes and just mutating them into
Yeah.
American.
No, we make them really Mexican, Oliver. They're actual.
Oh, cinnamon twist still exists, and I believe Shelby because
What really? That's interesting.
it's near them.
As far as I don't know if
Yes,
they. I don't know.
maybe
I haven't.
3 times. That is true. So that's
I don't
why-
really do fast food all that. I like.
Buñuelo,
Yeah,
yeah.
I might do Taco Bell once in a great long while, or Wendy's. Like I don't do fast food really ever almost.
No,
Hey,
yeah.
Scarlet Fever.
What's up, Scarlet Fever? She's got a great channel. Everybody go subscribe to Scarlet Fever. But yeah, speaking of great channels, Oliver, you guys have a great channel, 656, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
due to our schedules, we haven't streamed much, but yeah, it's we try to stream every week.
Well, what I like about it is it's like quote unquote late at night. Like it's not insanely late,
Yeah.
but it's for especially East Coast because there's a lot of us indie comic creators on the East Coast.
Yeah, I noticed
And-
that. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So it's I think it's at a good enough time frame when you guys are streaming that when you go live. I'm like, oh, cool. I could put you on, draw on whatever, draw whatever, and just chill. Sometimes comment. Although sometimes you guys throw around your fancy dialect, and I can't understand what you're saying. But
The Eric and Wapo throwing shit in the chat. I see him.
I haven't seen it. Eric Guapo. Wow, what's up, man? Good to see you.
Try and
yeah,
does are
Wapo.
very different. Yeah, I mean, Wapo, we always say this to Wapo. We either drawing comics or streaming.
Oh,
I mean,
you said Wapo. It is Wapo.
yeah.
That's right. The G it's like Jorge. Oh man.
Yeah.
So like Danger Vanessa calls him Guapo and it's wrong. I need to call her out on that now.
Well, we're American. We
Yeah,
pronounce the
yeah,
letters because we're stupid.
Yeah. we read what we see.
We refuse to adapt the other people's
No,
languages.
you must adapt to us. We are superior. I'm just
Adopt or die.
kidding.
No, I mean your channel. I love the channel. It's great. You guys talk about comics. You talk about comics,
Yeah.
pop culture. Like you guys, that's the kind of streams I really enjoy. Like 656.
Thank you. Wow.
Yeah, Statistical Zero. K-pop comics journey. It's just comics. It's pop culture. There's no like, oh, this person hates this person today.
I mean, Ray might get into that shit a bit, but we try to reel him in. No, hey, come on. We're not
Hold
into that
back.
shit. Come on, we gotta make it. Gotta make it cool for everybody. Yeah.
Dude, the way I see it, also, all right, not everybody's gonna like everybody. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
of
It's
course.
good, and I've said this a million times. I don't care if John Smith. I don't like John Smith, but if he's got a book out that he's trying to promote, I'll have him on.
Mm-hmm.
I'll push your book. I'll try to get you some eyes, even if it gets zero sales. But if it gets eyes, cool. We're in this. We're up against some heavy hitters, not just Marvel and DC, but you got Image, you got Dark Horse, you got other indie creators. You got a whole bunch of Boom Studios, Dynamite, like LCSs, and then not only that, you got other like just comic conventions where people are out there. We have to all kind of network together and push each other up, even if we hate each other. Like you should. We're still in the same business of getting customers.
Yeah.
A customer for you,
Yeah.
they might be like, okay, I back this is cool, and then you're like, hey, by the way, I was looking through. I got this Frog G book. It's really cool, and you show it, and then they're like, oh, what's that? And they're watching your channel, and they're like, oh, that looks cool. Like, and they might come over to my side, and then back Frog G. You never know. So it doesn't. To me, it's to separate the art from the artist is a key thing.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, if you were to if John Smith were to start strangling kittens, I don't think I'm going to back his book. But if he just says some mean things on Twitter,
Or kick the dog. Yeah.
or kicks a dog, stuff like that, yeah. But if you're just saying mean things on Twitter, my feelings are hurt. Yeah, rub some dirt on it, get over it, and it's a cool looking project. I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. So, yeah, but that's the way I see it. We're all in this together. We got to just somehow get eyes out there or words out there, because you probably work a full-time job, right? Or at least have another sort of income, some sort of job.
I freelance colorist freelance.
All right, well, screw you. Anyway, so Oliver apparently is living the big life there.
Thinking about that, yeah.
Okay,
Really?
still, that's a grind, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
it
that's
is.
a grind.
It
You have a lot of other things. You're an independent creator on top of being a freelancer. So there's all these other gigs you got to get to.
Yeah.
Color this, maybe letter that, or maybe do this, and so plus do your own book, plus spend time with family, plus do all these other things. Like, it's hard to do it all on your own. Like,
Exactly.
everybody needs a little bit of help. So there's plenty of projects out there that I've backed and supported where I just don't like the guy that made it. It's just the way it is. It's you got to separate art from artist, just because movies, good example. Dude, there's plenty of movies I watch. I'm like, that guy in real life is a total pond scum. Man, he was great in that movie.
Mhm.
So, did you see Deadpool Wolverine?
We saw it this morning, actually.
Oh, really? What'd you think? No spoilers,
I-
by the way. I've seen it, but no spoilers.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I dug it. I dug it.
You dug it?
Wolverine is the best part, I think, of the whole movie.
Somebody had said, I can't remember where I read it, but they're like, they thought it was, they were like, this is more kind of a Wolverine movie than a Deadpool movie. And I think he has more of a story in it
Yeah,
than what Deadpool does.
he has
but
there's a reason behind the costume, which is
Yeah.
I like a lot.
I liked it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a good, you know what? And we were talking about this guy at the comic shop and everything. It's a fun, good movie.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
d-
Looks like, yeah. it would be
I don't understand. What's that? What's this person
Looks like
saying?
it'd be a definite ride for sure. What were you saying?
What's Guapo saying?
Oh no, he's just talking about I guess freelance work that Oliver's done, and he said the colors on Dwarves and Judgment are amazing.
I thought
Or he's making a joke because I.
no, he's making fun of me because we haven't fulfilled that campaign yet.
Oh, you're.
I read Dwarves versus Lion. Yeah, because I colored that one. The other one still in the works.
So this is
No,
a
no.
legit project. It's out.
You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it.
Yeah.
Talk to
But
Brian
no-
about that. Don't
I
pester
know.
me.
But I've seen a couple people talk about it on the YouTubes and stuff like that. I don't know what people want. Don't go into Wolverine and Deadpool looking for Cinderella Man. Like,
Oh no, of course not.
you're not gonna you're gonna be let down. Like, go into Wolverine Deadpool expecting Deadpool. Like, it's like,
yeah.
then you'll have a fun. You'll have a good time. Don't. People are like, oh, the plot was blah. Like, you're looking for plot. Like, this is.
People were pissed about the story. What?
I don't get it. I don't understand what people are looking for.
I still like Deadpool 2 better than the third one. Actually,
feel like
in my
the-
opinion.
I mean, you don't have to tell me, but I feel like the plot for the second one and the third one are kind of the same, but I don't know. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's slightly
Maybe.
like he's trying to get Vanessa in the second one, and the third one
Yeah.
is revolves around like this is my family,
Yeah.
type
It's like-
ordeal again.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, like in essence, when it boils down to it, a lot of character arcs and character stories in comics revolve around, I gotta get back to my loved one, or I gotta save this loved one, or I
Yeah.
gotta do this with this loved one. It's a tale that's been told 1,000,000,001 times. It's going to be told 1,000,000,001 more. It's just the journey along the way is what you're there for. And Deadpool, Wolverine, Deadpool, whatever it's called, it's just fun. It's violent. It's vulgar.
Oh, right, yeah.
So violent, dude.
Super violent.
So good. And that's what you go for it to see. If I want to see a drama or something like that, I'm going to put on some Oppenheimer. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna seek it out. I was talking about this with a friend, and she had put in her 2 cents about something else. But it's like music. There's the first few albums of some bands, they're really great, but then they try to switch styles or try to venture off, and I'm just like, well, I'm off at this point. I don't like it, but I don't be like I would just kind of would like them go back to their like. I understand. I'm gonna go back and listen to it if I want it. It's there.
What was those their feelings with Metallica? Are you just
No. It's that's neither with Metallica. Yeah, don't get me wrong, dude. Their first few albums are really good. After that, after they cut their hair, they were done. I don't know if that was like some weird magical thing that they had. I don't know what it is, dude. But yeah, look at Pantera, man. They still stayed heavy and they changed their look every night. Phil changed his look every day. But yeah, music's another thing. What kind of music are you into, Oliver? Do you like metal? Or are you into like reggaeton? What do you into?
Yeah, I tend to listen to like a bit of everything, but it's depending on what I'm working on. That's very interesting. That's a very like when I was working on like what was it, like Kryptonals or helping? Hold on, sorry.
Taking time. Dead air. Let's talk to the chat while Oliver ignores everybody.
Somebody just knocked at the door and.
How dare they? Don't they know you're working?
I should put my live on air.
Little button, red light, live. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, for example, Ray while writing Border Mayhem, it has that Capcom versus Marvel feel, Marvel versus Capcom, Smash Brothers. So he got into a lot of video game music. He was listening to Ninja Gaiden, Double Dragon.
Nice.
That got him like in the spirit, in the feeling of, it's just fucking heroes, villains like bashing each other in the head and blah blah blah. So I was like, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, that's a good listening choice. And also zombies riding under the border. A lot of movie soundtracks, a lot of punk music, Return of the Living Dead, fucking Fabio Frizzi, all those composers from the Italian zombie movies, all that. So yeah, it's just something to get in like in the headspace, to write that
right.
Story. Yeah.
So when you're working, when you're working in general, I mean that is when I usually do. And we're drawing or writing or whatever hours out of ends, but that is when we listen to music the most, I guess. So when you're working, you tend to put on something that'll kind of get you in that atmosphere or that headspace that you can
or podcast. And sometimes those UFO podcasts or Rogan, whenever he has an interesting guest, like all those UFO investigators, man, those are great shows.
Yeah. Crazy stuff that's going on.
Yeah, crazy stuff. Also, whenever the kayfabe guys would interview Rob Liefeld or McFarlane, those are also great stuff to hear, man.
Yeah, I really like when they look at artists. Obviously, that like you said, McFarlane or something like that. I care about. I would watch this like they did a Max one, the artist edition, which I have. But I'm like, it's fantastic, just because. They go over things that you may miss or agree with even, or disagree with even. Like you know what? People should listen to stuff they disagree with more to give a different viewpoint of things, I think also. But no, I'm kind of a person who, whenever I'm working, I have my iTunes on mix or shuffle. I mean, I
Yeah.
will skip songs. I'm like, yeah, I just don't feel like listening to it. But usually, I just have it. But when I'm writing, it has to be no words, either instrumental
Instrumental, exactly.
or piano or whatever, something like that. I can't have words because then next thing you know, I'm writing like the lyrics to Far Beyond Driven.
Yeah. I mean, when I'm working on my projects, I usually put on like those movie scores, no, the zombies, the horror movies, the Italian slashers, and
Is
yeah,
that what you're
those
mainly?
are.
Are you mainly into like the horror movies? I know you do like watch and enjoy a lot of things, but is that like your main motif? Is the horror genre?
I mean, it's what interests me. As far as like creating a story or comic books and all that, or what's your like specifically? What are you like referring to?
Just like that's like what your main like you still like superheroes and stuff like that, but like
Oh yeah. I mean, sci-fi superhero.
but like horror elements are kind of is that what you mainly are into? Like I'm mainly into metal. I listen to everything, but I'm mainly into metal. Like, so are you mainly into horror, or are you just like to dabble in that?
I like to dabble. I mean, as far as like creating stories, it's mainly horror or thrillers or whatever. Superheroes, it's something that does not appeal to me unless has like something interesting. Like
I just think I think like we're into it, but we're not into creating it. Like I think we've been, because it's been out there for so long.
Yeah, exactly.
It's something we've absorbed so much that like we're just like, you know what, we want to make something a little different. Yeah. And also it's saturated. Like they have the market on tap. Like it's kind of hard to make a new Superman. So
I would like delve into like more of like satire or parody, like superhero. I think that's what interests me more, because we do have in the book, actually we have two superheroes in it. It's a luchador, Mexican luchador, and the other one is like a Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, Power Ranger inspired character, and they're a duo, and that's kind of like, okay, that's what appeals to me as far as superheroes. Because a luchador in Mexico, we think of superheroes, we think lucha libre, not wrestlers. The masked wrestler with the cape and all that. That's our Superman, that's our Batman. So that's what we identify as with superheroes. So that's kind of like my thing with these characters. So that, but to give it the whole the parody satire twist, they're heroes for hire, and nobody hires them. So that's kind of like what the problem is with those guys, and that's what I kind of like. In
before we get into that, I have to ask you: are you into the Aliens like franchise?
I like the movies.
Have you seen the trailer for Romulus?
I saw it this morning. Yeah, it's badass. It looks badass. It looks interesting. And the director, dude, has done like really hardcore horror movies. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it's more. I think it's gonna be more like the original, no more like horror based.
Yes,
like a slasher.
I think yes. It looks so good, dude. And speaking of looking good,
656 Comics is celebrating its 20th anniversary with Border Mayhem All-Stars. It's an all-out 656 All-Star slugfest featuring characters from the Cryptid Gnolls, Go-Go Zombie Soldier Sturban, Undead Border, and many more. Join us as we launch this special 32-page one-shot comic book on July 18th, only on Indiegogo.
That was such a fucking 5-minute trailer that he made.
It's short and sweet to the point. I mean, you can't.
It barely gave me time to open up share the screen there. No, you know what? I like the short trailers. Like Absolute One Story. I mean, I didn't even bother having one just because. I mean, like I said before, we do these streams a lot. We do these promo streams a lot, and those videos get shown a lot. And it's not that we get sick of seeing it. It's just people in the chat get sick of seeing it sometimes. Like, there might be somebody that's watching now that just, they get paid on Friday. You know what I mean? And then they're going to do a stream on Friday. They may, that's right, I remember now, I want it back. And then they got to sit through the trailer and get, like, I already seen the trailer.
It's interesting that I made the trailer just to have something to share on Facebook for the launch. And then I couldn't launch the campaign because I needed a trailer. Like, you have to have a trailer or a video. And if not, you couldn't launch the campaign. It's weird.
On Indiegogo?
Yeah, it gave me the warning. You need to have a video. You need to feeling
Really,
this
I
little
don't know if that's a new thing because, like I
I-
said, one stormy night didn't. Zach,
Exactly, it's a new thing because I think I did a campaign without a video.
yeah, because
And
Zach just launched the superhero fatigue. He launched that.
Yeah.
It didn't have a video.
speaking of, right? And yeah, so I mean, okay, I'll just put that as a placeholder, and that's the
And-
trailer for the thing.
No, it works. Yeah, if you have to have a trail, because there's campaigns that I'm gonna want to do in the future. I'm not gonna have a trailer, dude. I just if I cannot have one, I'll just not have one. They're fun. I can make it no problem, and like that was a quick one. It could be easy to the point and stuff like that, but they're almost not needed.
Let me answer Henry. That's the area code for Ciudad Juarez.
Mhm.
The area code for El Paso is 915. So that's
So
the
is that your
bit of-
no? Wait,
Yeah.
where again? Say it again in English.
That was in
Ciudad
English.
Juarez, the 656 area code is for Ciudad Juarez.
Okay.
The
We say
area code for El Paso is 915. Yeah.
okay. All right, I like it.
Okay. That's another interesting story, Jason, Angela.
No,
about
go.
about
Shoot.
the area code. We were the first two groups ever to use the number in our company name. It was us, and the other was the graffiti troupe, urban artist collective, and they were Mascara 656, like Mask 656, and us 656 Comics, and then the numbers catched on, and everybody has that in their fucking
Well,
company
it-
name right now.
I got to be honest. It does roll off the tongue nicely. Like it's 656.
Yeah.
Like it flows well. You know.
656, exactly.
Yeah.
There's a nail salon right here that's called 656 Nails, or
Hey,
656 Cafe, like around the corner,
Right.
and
That's
656 Magazine, like
It flows. It sounds good. 656
Yeah.
Comics, like you're all in that zone, so it just that's where you guys are. Like
Yeah.
it's just I like it. It's nice. So tell us, Angela, did you have a question you were going to turn?
no. I was just making a comment earlier. Tim Cox was talking about you being the 656 cartel, and so
oh, we don't talk about that.
Yeah, easy there. Easy there. Calm down.
you're still
Calm down.
listening.
They caught
watching.
they caught one of the famous cartel leaders around here, like
Uh-oh.
recently. I don't know if you
Oh no.
watched the news. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't get the news for Juarez in Ohio.
But I mean, the cartel leaders. So that's like worldwide news. I mean, because those guys
Oh,
are.
okay. No, I don't watch too much of the news. It's
Anyway.
very depressing stuff.
Oh,
But this
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
depressing. Tell us about Border Mayhem, my friend.
Oh, Border Mayhem is a book that we did. I actually have it right here. It's already done.
Hold on, keep that up there, son.
Sorry that it's black
wow.
and white, but I mean it's.
How dare you? I'm refunding.
Yeah, so we did this to commemorate our
Black and white
20th
colors.
anniversary. Yeah, we're that old, guys. 20 years at 656,
Nice.
and we actually did like a short print run of 100 in Spanish. We already premiered it here at a local book fair, and right now is what we're trying to raise funds is to print in English. So that's I think that's cool. No, it's a book that's already completed. I know a lot of people criticize campaigns that those books are not done and we gotta wait a while. But no, man, this is done already.
No, I think that's better.
Yeah.
Like, One Stormy Night was completely finished before I released it. Frog G2,
Nice.
we're gonna have like 90% done before we release it.
Yeah,
In the future. And yours is totally done. So, I mean, I think that's the way that a lot of people are going to start to go in the future anyway.
I
just
mean,
because
Yeah.
it's there,
especially for floppies, no, like 24 pages.
especially for floppies.
I mean, yeah, man, just
Yeah, that's for
It-
sure.
Now,
sit
I
down
can
and
understand.
do it.
I can understand. Like with people like us, we can kind of do it. I can
Yeah.
understand if you're just like a solo, like you're a writer. Now you got to hire Shelby
Yeah.
to draw it, and then you got to hire Eric Weathers to letter it. Then you got to hire, like, you don't know these people, and these are strangers. You got to pay them. That I understand, in that regard. But like
And you-
Inkspots and I can just write, draw, color, letter, Frog G.
I
We're
mean,
done.
you gotta hire people and then wait on their timeline, no? Because maybe they're doing other gigs.
Exactly.
and yeah, but I mean, it's cool.
Crowdfunding's a monster. It's a beast.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Crowdfunding's
There's
a
many
monster,
avenues.
and
Well, I'm just thinking the stress too, in regards to getting the book done, because you've kind of set this expectation for your, your backers, and so there's that whole like, no, I don't know, yeah, having the book done definitely,
yeah,
it helps, but not everyone can do it, and not only that,
Wapo.
yeah. I'm sorry to talk over you, Angela.
No,
I do it often.
for Eric the Wapo, so this is being silly because he likes them books done. Anyway,
I was just reading at Wapo. We are Americans only. We barely know our own news, so yeah, it's hilarious. I mean,
I don't know what's going on half the time.
Yeah, for Border Mayhem, we had this idea like at the beginning of the year. We had like a little retreat. We brought over Ray, we brought over Darío, the artist, and we just like spent the day here in the studio, and we were just planning out all our year. And like I said, we celebrate 20 years, and so we were like debating what should we do, because when we did 10 years, we had a whole art show, like we had a grant, we had money, and we had a location and all that went into the. I should upload those pictures, by the way. It's a massive art show. And so we decided, let's make a book. Let's do a one shot. Let's get everybody involved. All the artists in the group draw 6 pages of the story. So you got Darío, you got Dominic, you got Javi, and myself. I also draw. I mean, that's crazy, right? And and Ray wrote the story. We all pitched the ideas, the plot, and all that, and we started working on this around April and May. We've sent this to the printer around early June.
Yeah, you guys are quick with your turnaround time.
Oh shit, man.
You guys don't play around. Like when you want to do something, you just do it. And I love backing it.
I wanted to be quicker because of the printing, the time it takes to print. Mm-hmm. But I had to pay Expedia print job and shipping, like express shipping, so I could get these books in time for the book fair. So we got it a week before, so that was great.
And that was all out of pocket, right?
Yeah, it was all out of pocket. Yep. We paid for the printing, we paid our artist, everybody got money, and we got a book. Nice. We got a book here. So
yeah, and that's what I was getting at also with the crowdfunding. Is like, even if we can all do this on our own and we don't need, like, you still need to get paid.
Yeah,
you still got to get paid for the work that you do. So like crowdfunding is that also in that regard. But so, and that's what I love is that this is like completed. It's a complete. You're trying to get
story. We're gonna add a couple of pages more to the English version because
nice.
I noticed some things that I could change, and we're gonna include like a little bios of the characters.
Yeah, so give us the rundown of what the book is about.
I mean, it's the story is very simple. Something happens in the universe in the 656 verse that all the characters are like brought into a single plane of existence, so to speak, and the thing is they have to return to their rightful home, the rightful universe. And it's like Ray describes it as a Secret Wars where everybody's in battle world and everybody's fighting. I'm more into video games, so I describe it more as a Marvel versus Capcom, because you have Wolverine fighting off Venom, fighting off Mega Man. Why?
Yeah, because it's dope. That's why.
Yeah, so it's cool, no? Yeah. So that's kind of the story. No, they have to. There's a twist ending, and it's very interesting. It's like, it's just I don't want to give it away, but there's a clue in the campaign.
So I guess setting it up for another book. I mean,
no, it's a one shot. It's only a one shot. It's not an anthology, because people have told us that so it's 4 different artists, so it's like each everybody has their own story. No, it's a whole continuous story. Ray divided it into chapters, and everything like connects with each other.
Well, look at Marvel Comics Presents. Those were 24 pages, stuff like that. They still had separate stories and artists. So yeah. So yeah, it's very cool. I dug the project. It got me out of my butt to draw 6 pages. So
hey.
Dude, I was rusty. Really, really. I mean, you got the Wazing, right? You got that you back that those 6 pages also, man. I finished those 6 pages and I was like really like, oh man, I need to keep drawing, but then no, you gotta color these pages.
Well,
And you lose the rhythm, dude. So
you lose the rhythm.
yeah,
Well,
then it's hard to get it back.
that's one reason
Especially
why.
drawing.
That's why one reason why Ink wanted to draw the supplementals, because he loves to draw. He does draw.
Yeah.
He draws really. I think he draws really well. He
Yeah,
is
does.
self-deprecating, but after at the end of it, he just real like he's like it's grueling to like constantly just put it out there. So he's looking forward to Metal Mayhem Rock Boy, but he loves to draw. But whenever you're coloring all the time, you don't get to flex those muscles because
Yeah,
that's what a lot of like this indie scene is short on colorists. Like it just is.
and
So-
coloring pays the bills right now, dude. Coloring
There
pays
you
the
go.
bills, and
Yeah,
it's
so
good
you gotta
money
eat.
also.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's the other thing. So, and if you're in short supply, you're in high demand at that point.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
people are going to want you to do the thing, and it's hard for you then to step aside. But this is what I always say: if you have like, let's say, you have a 9 to 5, and you have a lunch break, draw on your lunch break. Like if you
Yeah.
can't squeeze it, try to draw every day, and it'll keep those muscles. It's no different than working out. If you stop working out for a week, you're gonna feel it, and when you go back to the gym the next
Yeah,
day,
usually when I color, I'll take a break and I'll just start doodling.
there you go.
With a big pen.
Oh,
Just
dude,
a face
drawing
or
all the time. Yeah.
a fucking picture on my screen, and okay, I'll just doodle a bit and get back to coloring because I don't want to.
No, and it's liberating too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we do this for a living, or we do it as a second job or whatever. So you kind of lose sight sometimes as to why you started to do it. So whenever you're just drawing for fun, you realize, oh, I'm drawing comics for fun too, even though I'm getting paid. So
Yeah,
it's a nice reminder. Like this, I love to do it, and I think some people lose sight of that. They've been doing it so long, and I get it. You get jaded, but you do it so long that you don't do it in your free time. So then it becomes work, and you become jaded about it, and you lose the love that you had for it. That's why, like, I love Frege draw every day because he draws whenever he just wants. He draws for fun still. Even though he's been doing it for 30 years, he still draws for Shelby. Draws for fun. He loves to draw, and that's why I love hanging out with these people. They love to do it.
It's hard for me, dude. Like I want to draw a pinup for myself,
Mm-hmm.
and actually that and it's good for you because you have material, you have stuff to like show off. Like
Yep.
like I don't know if you're a Dragon Ball fan, but like there's a lot of art of Dragon Ball, like not related to the anime or the comic. There's a lot of
Okay. I
illustrations.
didn't know that.
And yeah, so like, dude, I want to build that world, no, with my characters, like
there
just
you go.
like doing mundane shit, no, like or driving a car or standing waiting for a bus or at a bus stop, like kind of like that, no, like build a world around with the art and draw. And
Right.
that's like, oh shit, I don't have time for that because I got to color, I got deadlines and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's there. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
how fortunate are we that we get to do this? And I know that you know this. You know what I mean? I'm preaching to the choir. But speaking of getting to do this,
I don't draw for anybody, dude. I only draw for myself.
Yes.
I'll color for you,
Cute.
that's for sure. But artwork it's for me
I will
only.
color for you.
Yeah.
I like the Three Amigos. The Guapo is a main man who wants to kill
So,
us.
are there
Waffle.
terms for this campaign, or is it just? I mean, you got the book done, so I guess there's not really anything.
Stretch goals, she asked. You cut off for a
Stretch
second
goals.
there.
I mean,
Yeah.
we want to do a little like a Marvel Universe thing, like a little booklet. Like I don't know. I mean, you're aware of those little like
Mhm.
the guide to the
Yeah,
Marvel
yeah.
Universe, like that, the guide to the 6x6 verse.
Oh, okay.
That
And
would be
explain
cool.
and
Oh,
like
that'd
have
be
little
awesome.
bios of all the characters that appear in the one shot, and the characters in the one shot, it's only like a fraction. It's not all the 6x6 universe because we still
Right.
have a lot of characters that didn't make the cut, and we're actually thinking of like expanding the story. I know, Angela, I told you that was only in one shot, but there's possibility like for like the B team on the other side of the dimension that they try to get home, and it's another cast of characters, no, with their own problems and all that.
Okay.
But I mean, that's that depends on the success of this campaign that we'll like consider doing more.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just it's still up
As-
in the air.
And Matt Burke, Metal Movies and Brewskis, everybody go subscribe to him. He was saying
Yeah,
last
hell
night,
yeah.
'cause he did show your campaign, and he was saying
Awesome.
last night, criminally underfunded. Like, and his book it's criminally underfunded.
I mean, I know it's hard right now, economy and all that, but yeah, I mean, it's a marathon, right? It's not a race, so
correct. You are correct. You are.
it's
correct.
how you end, not how you start.
True.
It's
Very
how-
true.
I
And-
took
and-
that line from Cobra Kai yesterday. I saw that. I heard that line.
Oh my god. I still need to watch
Nice.
that.
Matt's a great dude. So everybody
Yes.
go over there and subscribe to Metal Movies and Brewskis. He's got a good channel. But we're gonna go over the tiers real quick.
Yeah.
You got and Oliver, you know my vision's the worst in the world. So you're gonna have to go over your tiers for us here.
Yeah,
so
we got the Rich cover collection. Rich Ayala, we commissioned him to draw the cover. That's his art. We love that guy.
Yeah, Rich is dope,
I've-
dude. Roach
I've
Falls.
made him into an honorary 6x6er, man. So he's part of the crew.
Rightfully so. Right.
Yes, yeah. He represents the values of 6x6. So yeah,
hmm
Rich, you're with us, man.
Yeah, Rich is a
And-
solid dude.
Yes, and when I commissioned him, he gave me the blue line sketch and the line art. So being Mexican, we use the whole animal. We don't let anything go to waste. So we did covers of the blue line sketch, the line art, and we did a virgin cover without the logo and the regular cover. So you're gonna get all those four covers, and we're doing a pog set. That's an element that's in the comic book, the pogs. So
So it plays into the book.
yeah, it
Right.
plays into the story. So that's what we try to do
Nice.
with 656. The perks have to be related to the story somehow.
It makes sense.
Yeah. I think that's better, no? Because that's how you expand more of the story, the lore,
Mhm.
more immersive, and
It also makes the campaign a little more fun and enjoyable. Like,
Yeah,
it's
exactly,
a pog set to
exactly.
go along with the comic and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more immersive. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's for $50. We also have the WAPO. That's the WAPO tier, only the book. So it's
Nice.
$10, free shipping. You're just getting the
Oh.
book, no stretch goals.
Yeah,
Well, that's
crazy.
the popular perk right now in the campaign.
Well, yeah, because it's free shipping.
It's free shipping. Exactly. I look into shipping for this book, and dude, $20, man, for international for a floppy, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So I might do a digital perk also, man. Because
You know what? That
Thing. That's the thing. I'm completely just like amazed by.
is the free shipping. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
okay. A digital, yeah. But a digital wouldn't be too bad of an idea. Also, you could always hit up people maybe that like Hen might be like I don't know if you know who Hen is. Just call me Hen.
No.
She's in England, but maybe like there's people we know in other countries that might be like, hey, if you ship them 10 books like that for the backers that back, they might ship them like Hockey does it for like me. He'll do it for Frog G, stuff like that. You know, he'll ship the Australian books out. I just send him like a bulk shipment, and then he fulfills those backers for me. So like, it's hard to get quote unquote distribution, but if we have friends that maybe are willing to do it, I don't know. Like I know Critical Blast is there for America, you know, but you got to pay him too.
But I mean, the domestic and Mexico, that's easy for me because that's the shipping is affordable. But yeah, once you get into Australia, that's where
Australia's brutal, dude.
Yeah.
So, are you working with someone in the United States to take care of shipping here? Is that
we do it ourselves. We do it ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
over there?
We fulfill
they smuggle them over the border and they just,
Hey, there's a connection there. I'm wondering, figuring it out.
We print in the U.S. We print, and Ray lives in El Paso, so we get. Even though his lady friend gets angry and sees all those boxes piling up in the living room.
Wait, why did you
I got boxes stacked up over there. Sorry, Angela.
No, I'm just making a joke. You're fine. But then Jim Cox does say if there was a digital, he would.
I am planning on a digital. Yes. I'm thinking of adding more stuff to a digital so it'll be different from the physical. So
Maybe some like
I see.
background material,
Yeah,
like
like
sketches, stuff like
behind
that.
the
That'd be cool.
scenes, all that stuff.
Yeah. You know what?
Maybe have a cover gallery with all the versions that Rich did and all that.
I think that's a good idea. It's a good idea to me to add a little incentive to the digital.
Of course.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I think more people should adopt and it makes it more enticing.
And it's free. Dude. You're not paying for printing, so add everything to it.
Why not add to it? Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's going to be a 24-page comic. Maybe it's going to be 50 now because you're adding all this.
If you get the digital.
Yeah, if you get the digital, exactly.
And if anything, that'll just increase digital sales on top of the physical backers. Dude, I'm a hoarder. I'm a collector. So
Dude,
I want the book.
Yeah.
I got my books. I got my closet here full of trades and graphic novels. And
you said hoarder and collector because, because it could be either or. Like
it's a little bit of both.
Some hoarders are collectors.
You start off as a collector, Angela, but it turns into a hoarder.
It turns into hoarding. It's like, I got 3 copies of Days of Future Past, but I'm keeping them all.
I'm keeping them all. I got the direct market and the newsstand edition.
I do. What's it mine? Yeah, but and it happens. But digital is good though because they're just good to have. So then you got what's this one?
Oh, that's the main cover with the Pogs and all stretch goals included. Yeah, so all of the tiers there is just the cover and the variant plus stretch goals and Pogs.
And then you got this guy.
Cheap. Yeah, one of everything. That's like all the covers and the sketch cover included also.
I think I got that one.
Yeah,
I like sketch covers.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then the next one is all the covers plus the sketch cover with the commission, the drawing. And you get to pick one of the artists. We got one. Somebody bought one of those.
Now, is Rich included in that?
Oh, hell yeah. I talked to Rich. We negotiated a price and he's on board with it. So
nice.
You might get Rich to draw you cover. I might draw you a cover you want.
I was gonna say I was just curious because I know Rich is an honorary. He's adopted into the fold.
He's adopted. We adopt people. We
adopted child. And then you got your big guy here. What's this one?
Oh, dude, that's all the sketch covers. That's all the guys drawing a sketch cover for you.
Oh wow!
And that's the big tier. No, that's the $700 tier. Yeah, nobody's gonna buy that.
Though. But no, you can't say no. No one's gonna buy it. You never know. That's how many artists?
5 artists.
Oh.
So if you do the math, you're just paying for the art, and the comics are free. Yeah.
Yeah. So, dude, that's a really good deal.
Yeah.
Like I know it's a lot of money. But when you said, when you break it down, here's the thing with that. If you have like 4 friends that want to back it also, you just go in on that.
And you get to pick your artist.
You get to pick your artist and you play
Pogs for the artist. No, okay.
Dude, you get your Pog set. Yeah, there you go. That's that's cool. That's really good. I wish I had the money to back that because that's a great tier.
Yeah, those are the big spenders and all that.
Well, you can't say nobody's ever going to back it. Like we have our Big Daddy tier on Frog G, and we have a few backers on that, and it ain't cheap. So there are people out there that will back it. It doesn't hurt to put it up.
I think that's cool. It's there, right? Because I know people like to spend big.
Which brings me to this: is it traditionally drawn, the book itself, or is it digital?
Everybody, the only person who did it traditional is Dario.
Okay, well, the reason why I ask is then there's not much traditional art for it, so that's a good way to get traditional art for the book is to back that tier and get your favorite. You get all the artists to draw something, and you have original art from everybody from the book.
I was hoping for Javier to do traditional because he's a better traditional artist than digital.
Yep. That great, dude.
Because the ink wash and all that, it's just fantastic. But he did dude. I'm gonna do digital because I got other gigs to do, and oh well. I guess we can win them all.
Yeah, I mean, we do what we can. Like like you said, you got a color to pay the bills. He's got a lot of other stuff. Yeah, and digital is it's a little faster at times. Sometimes it can be slower if you're zooming in too much. But
Dude, Dude, I was caught like zooming in a lot, and then to zoom out, and dude, why am I doing this? It's just,
Why am I doing? I do it all the time. I'm like,
You don't
no
need
one's
to.
ever gonna see that.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in my pages that shit. This little like facial expression.
That little
no one's
itty
gonna
bitty
see.
squiggle that I put in there. And I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, it looks
exactly,
dope.
dude.
And then you zoom out, it's like, I can't, what? Why did I do that?
It's
Yeah.
barely visible, but it's there.
Very visible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Everybody go back at great deals, amazing deals on here. Like, I mean, come on, $10 if you just want the book and that's it.
Yeah,
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty affordable. Like, just skip out on the ramen, Shelby, and back the book. What's your problem?
Dr. Lingers back, so he'll.
Hey,
Hey, thank
Cranberry. Yeah,
I backed
thank
you.
you. Thank you, Angela. Yeah, share
Yeah.
this out. Like I said, criminally underfunded. Like you did say, it's a marathon, but it's a marathon we want to win. We want to
Of
finish,
course, of
and
course.
I want to get this book because it looks dope. And
I do too. I wanted to.
656,
Yeah, I wanted to.
amazing
make it
crew,
for sure.
amazing bunch of guys. Like you guys you love comics, you love this medium, you love storytelling, and you're good guys. Like you're just good guys. So
Oh.
yeah.
Thank you.
It helps. Well, it helps to get backers in that regard too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, and this isn't one of them, but I've backed plenty of campaigns where I'm like, I don't really care about it, but I like the guy. So
Yeah.
you know, it
No,
does. help to be-
but I hope if you like us and we try to make a great product and that's like our thing, no? It's about the product, it's about the book. It's
But
about the art, not the person doing it. But I mean, if you like us, I guess that's a plus, no? That's a bonus.
It's a bonus. It's a
Great.
bonus. And we're at the top of the hour, kind of a little over, but
Yeah.
we don't
It's
mind
great.
going over. And you have a life to get to.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody. Angela, do you have any last questions for Oliver? Does the chat have any last questions?
I'm looking. I don't see any. I have a lot of Canada hate in the chat for some reason. We spurred a conversation in regards
We
to that.
love Canada. How dare you
Everybody-
guys?
everybody's
I want to
tipping.
go to Canada one day. Yeah. hell
It's
yeah.
cold.
Beautiful.
I like the cold.
Ketchup, chips, and bagged milk. That's all I have to say. Anyway,
Okay.
lots of people saying looking forward to the book and so forth. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. So yay.
Awesome. I do have a last question for you, Oliver. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Shit. Oh man.
Wow.
Why, man? What the hard questions, man?
That we ask the deep, burning questions here at Unhinged Entertainment.
I guess teleportation, man. That would be better.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, that's-
Get me out of
yeah.
here quick, man. and
Get
I'm
me out of here fast.
done.
Any like uncomfortable situation. You just like
Yeah, or just I don't like the vibe, or I don't like the
Or
people,
it's-
and I'm
or you want to go to Canada? You can
I
just
would say, or it's
Yeah.
95 degrees and I kind of want to cool down.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I catch a cold or something.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Nice.
Canada. I wanna do the console with her, the TCAF and all
It
those
would be,
places. Yeah, I wanna do those.
Yeah, that would be cool to do more stuff
Yeah.
like that. But no, that's dope. I like that answer. It's a different one. So cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Please check out Border Mayhem. Share it out if you can't back it, by the way. It helps. Thank you, everybody, for watching on Facebook, Twitter, blah, blah, blah. I love you all. Thank you, Angela, for co-hosting. Oliver.
Hey,
Thank
my
you again.
pleasure.
And
Right.
nice to meet you.
Yep.
Finally.
Yep.
Thank you as well.
Love.